And we're just a week away from the Conservative Political Action Conference. Former President Trump is no stranger to CPAC. This year, it may be even more important. So how will the commander-in-chief fare at the conference? Well, let's bring in the host of Dick Morris Democracy here on Newsmax, also the author of an awesome best-selling book, The Return, Trump's Big 2024 Comeback, the one and only, my friend Dick Morris. Dick, before we get to that, what's coming up on Dick Morris Democracy? You always have great stuff.
One of the most important shows I've ever had. It's at 7:30 tonight. The World Health Organization is signing a treaty with the United States and 194 other countries to take over our entire healthcare system in the event of a pandemic. The WHO will decide what to lock down, what to require in vaccines, what to quarantine, what schools stay open or closed. And it's charged with suppressing free speech of what it calls misinformation about the pandemic. It's awful. Sega, please watch my show.
Oh, wow. That is going to be a big, hot topic. I'll definitely be tuning. I'm sure everybody will. How do you think President Trump, by the way, as we're talking about other issues, we're talking about CPAC, how do you think he's going to do at this year's conference? I think he'll be very well received.
Yeah, I think he'll knock it out of the park. I think that he's coming there with a real change in his image and in his positives. He's always been dogged by people that say all he talks about is the last election, not about this one. But he is laying out at CPAC, as he has in a couple of speeches recently, a full second-term agenda where he's going to talk about Section 230, about free speech from the internet. He's going to talk about the WHO, which we just talked about. He's going to talk about the threats to our freedom emerging. And I think it's going to be an amazing speech. I think it'll be a little bit more like a State of the Union speech for the start of his second term.
Wow, and you just talked about a free speech issue. Of course, another hot topic that I'm sure is going to come up there is DirecTV's recent canceling of Newsmax from its platform. What do you think? Do you think that will certainly be something that they'll be talking about? We're seeing this.
Major topic of discussion there. I'll bet that about 20% of the audience out there has been cut off by AT&T and by DirecTV and can't watch Trump on Newsmax. See, the issue here is that Fox does not cover Trump. Newsmax does. Fox, because Murdoch is so biased, refuses to mention his name. You'll hear the coverage, and there's DeSantis, there's Pence, there's all the other people, but never Trump. And the only vehicle Trump has for getting his information out there to the American people and talking about what he'll do as president is Newsmax. Newsmax gets about a quarter of the Republican primary vote to watch it almost every night. So it's a very important, not just active censorship, but political intervention in the election.
No, that is a great, great point. And I'm sure we're going to be talking a lot more about that. It'll be interesting to see also CPAC too as well. Dick, thank you very much. And everybody, remember, you just heard Dick's going to have a blockbuster show tonight. Very important one. You want to hear his great commentary. Be sure to catch him every Saturday, and especially tonight, 7:30 p.m., Dick Morris Democracy. And also check out his great best-selling book, The Return.